What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 6 of our HEXAGON challenge here with Waitakere United in the ASB Premiership. Today I've got for you guys the last kind of episode of the season. It's cup final time. We are playing in the ASB Chatham Cup. It's going to be over 2 legs, both legs coming in today's episode. We're going to be taking on our rivals Auckland City in this game. The first leg is going to be at home. Hopefully we can get a good win there, and then the second leg follows just short of a week later. So anyway, I'll do a quick review of the results, although really this season's been a bit of a anomaly, I guess, in terms of the results don't really matter. We joined very late in the season, but we did get some fairly good results to end the season. We beat Lower Hutt 3-1 here. As you can see, Fajiri, we're going to call you Fajiri because that last name is going to cause me problems. Fajiri getting a hat-trick. This guy, Nigerian, he's a pretty good striker. Probably won't play too much first-team football next year, but he's a pretty solid player nevertheless. Then other games we had, what were they? 4-2 win. This one was against Wairarapa. We'll go with that. Wairarapa. Sounds good, doesn't it? United. We won this game 4-2. Good result. Jason Hicks getting to. Jason Hicks proving to be a very useful player for us. Got 2 in this game. Been a pretty good player for us. In this game, he's playing out on the left-hand side. I've been experimenting with tactics further, trying out some new stuff, which I'll show you guys in just a second. And then the last game against Wellington Olympic finished 0-0. As you can see here, they actually missed a penalty. It was actually a keeper save, and it was a bit of a game to forget, that one. So in terms of the league, where did we finish? Well, in the end, we finished 4th, which isn't a bad performance by any means. Considering I joined, we were in 5th. I'm kind of happy to improve. We weren't actually that far off the top 2 teams in the end. If we take a look at our past positions as well, you can see here, we kind of improved towards the end of the season. It was a disappointing season really for the club, but one that I couldn't do a lot about, of course. I came in with not too many games left of the season. We did okay in the games we were in charge with, experimented a little bit, which perhaps cost us. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for next season. We've got some more signings coming in. I'm not going to cover them this episode. I'm going to do a big, start of season episode next time around, where we'll go through all the new signings once I'm actually at the club. I can talk about my plans for the season, etc. I'll just quickly show you guys the tactics that we've been experimenting with. So we still got our 4-3-3 narrow, but the system I've been using quite a lot is this 4-4-2 or 4-2-4. Similar actually to the system we used in our last game with Beijing IT. This is actually based upon a tactic which I used, I think, back in FM14 with Wolves. It still has a lot of room to be improved and tweaks, but it's kind of a slightly more attacking slant on your standard 4-4-2. There is one signing who came in on a free transfer since the last episode. I talked about him last episode because he was on trial, but Chris James, the New Zealander here, this centre mid guy, very, very good. 28 years old, he's on a 3-year deal on £500. We're going to be one of the big earners at the club, but he is actually one of our best players. He'd be a star player for teams in our division, has international experience, is professional. He's actually been on a bit of a journey, this guy. He's ended up in France, Australia, Finland, England. Started at Fulham. I don't think many Fulham fans are going to recognise this guy, considering he never played for you guys, but maybe some Barnet fans. He made 2 appearances. I don't know. I'm pretty excited by this guy, though. Very good centre mid. Good to have him at the club. Going to be a very useful player for us, and he will be starting in today's final. So anyway, let's get into today's final. We are playing both legs, of course. We are at home for the first leg. There's no away goals. It's all about getting the results while we can. I'm hoping for a good result here. Would be nice to get some silverware. Auckland City are currently on for the treble as well, which is worth noting. So we kind of want to be party poopers here. I want to ruin, I want to ruin their hopes, their dreams, their aspirations of the triple, which included the title. So anyway, let's get into today's game. I've just answered a press conference very badly. I think I just said I'm going to sign a player. I can't multitask. I really should be sending my assistant to the tunnel interviews. The reason I haven't there is because I do actually want my media handling on this save to be half decent, because that will help me get some jobs. So I kind of want to answer questions. The issue is my brain can't multitask. But anyway, we have a chance here. Rayner and James linking up. Hicks, scramble in the box. Rayner cleared away. Now we need to watch out for the counter. Auckland City on the break. Maria. Options at the back post. I don't know who number 20 is, but he's steaming in. But Reniga, fantastic tackle there. The New Zealand international, putting in a great tackle. Worth noting, Danny Robinson's condition is very low as a goalkeeper. He's actually been out with an injury. Our backup goalkeeper at the moment is absolutely bloody awful. So as a result, I'm playing him through that injury. I don't think it'll affect him too much being a goalkeeper, but worth keeping an eye on. And Lovemore hits the woodwork. Can Shin make anything of it? No, we can't, is the answer. We have a clear-cut chance there. We're actually not doing too bad in this game at all. Auckland City are really the big guys on campus. They are the big dogs. If we can beat them here, that's a good sign for next year. Although, we are going to need to stop set pieces going in. And Miguel Alvaro grabbing the goal there for Auckland, slightly against the run of play. A corner whipped in, near post header. And I feel a little bit annoyed and a little bit aggrieved by that. Not the best defending there. There was a man actually marking him, which makes it a little bit more disappointing. Just gets completely caught out. I don't know who number 7 is, but they commit for the header, Hicks, and they just don't get there. Hicks, not a player known for his ability in the air, it's fair to say. But that's a little bit disappointing. And 45 minutes gone here, looking like at half-time. Going to go in 1-0 down. Been a pretty disappointing first-half performance in terms of our finishing. We haven't been bad in this game by any means. Auckland City, they are just a class above a lot of the other New Zealand teams. With a lot of the players I brought in this summer, I'm hoping that's going to help us really challenge them next year. Really, we just need to focus on trying to finish top 2. Obviously, qualification for the Oceanic Champions League is just the goal in this save. Be nice to win the league. Would be nice, to dominate New Zealand football. But at the end of the day, if I can get top 2 and also, get in Champions League football, I'd be pretty happy with that. But anyway, looking at this game, Auckland City on the attack, but we do now have possession. Can we build? We can. That's a big wide ball, and now can we get the ball into the middle? We can. Foster there. Can he whip it back across? He can. Oh, Spoonley with the save. Second clear-cut chance of the game for us there. And Auckland City, they've been a little bit lucky so far. We've had 2 clear-cut chances. We've not taken them. We've conceded from 1 set piece. And now we've conceded from another. Rick van der Meer with the goal there. What a name that is. And Auckland City now double their lead. A really disappointing performance defensively, it has to be said, in this game. The set-piece marking lacked a lot. And one of the issues that we do have is our poor ability in the air. Kind of in our squad, that is just an issue we have. I am looking to rectify that, particularly defensively. That's disappointing. We have a set-piece here, though, and Shin scores. Makes it 2-1. Well, right as I talk about our lack of ability in the air, we go up the other end and score a set-piece. James, the new signing, with the assist. Little dink into the box. Shin charging on, heads it. Keeper no chance. Nice little goal. Completely unmarked, though, but he took the chance that came his way. And now we need to defend another set-piece. Oh my gosh, they almost scored from what would have been a 4th set-piece goal of the game. Got a few players booked, so I am going to make some changes here. I'm going to bring in, I think, Dan Probert, who I believe he is. Don't know why I'm saying I believe. He's our 14-year-old prospect who you guys might remember from last episode. We've also got an issue with Jake Butler. I've done that again. So I'm going to bring in Colin Murphy just to get some fresh legs into the midfield for the last 20 minutes. 2-1 wouldn't be the worst result in the world. Really, we'd like at least a draw at home here against Auckland. They are a very strong team, as I mentioned. They are kind of the big team. But we have probably had enough chances to win this game, and we are on the attack here. Maybe we can make something of this chance. Bring the ball forward. James looking to options to his right. Lovemore flicks it on. But unfortunately, Auckland defending well, and now they're going to come away with possession. Can we stop the attack here? You can see they're playing quite an aggressive system. Got a few men up on our last man. They're 4-2-3-1 working wonders here. Alvaro back to Belly at the back. And they've got quite a lot of space in the midfield, and now Tader's going to capitalise on that. Out on the left, can he cut inside? He can. We need to stop this. Robinson with the save. 13 minutes left, still 2-1. Of course, in this competition, we're allowed to make a lot more subs than your standard comp because I don't know why. The rules say that you can. So we are going to make some changes while we can. Get on as many fresh legs as we can. We're allowed 6 subs. So, yeah, we can go a little bit mad here with the subs. I'm going to bring on, I think, Aaron Scott. So we've changed both our centre-backs here. Not something I'd normally do in Football Manager, but something that I'm kind of experimenting with this year. But anyway, looking like this probably will finish 2-1 unless there's going to be a very, very late goal here. And it doesn't look like there's going to be one. Carlos with a set piece goes over. The first leg result here. Waitakere 1, Auckland City 2. Not the worst performance in the world. But we have something to build on, I guess, and a challenge, shall we say, going into the second leg, which I will join you guys for in just a second. Okay guys, so we are back for the second leg now against Auckland City. It's been 6 days. Players have had a chance to regain some fitness. I'm pretty excited for this game. Hopefully we can turn around that first leg defeat. Going to be a real challenge though here away from home, and also some suspensions to some big players for us is going to impact us fairly hard. So that's a little bit disappointing, but we'll do our best without them. We've got players more than capable of coming in. I think Dan Probert might have to start at centre-back. The 14-year-old is a very, very good centre-back. But I'm not sure if he's ready for this kind of level of football. But he's going to have to be. We need him today. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of this task and the fact we have 3 first-team players suspended for this competition. We're going to stick, I think, with our fairly attacking 4-4-2. We've got options to change it if we want to. Auckland City not going to be pushovers. But it'd be nice here if we could win a trophy. You know, a chance here, an outside chance, albeit at silverware. So I'm hopeful that we can do something here. This is also going to mark kind of our first year as a manager in real world football, which is going to be nice. Of course, we started managing in July 2015. It is now kind of March or April time or May time even 2016. So if we could mark our first year as a manager with a trophy, that would be an amazing way to mark off what has been, I think it's fair to say, a fairly eventful year. Yeah, it's been a bit of a crazy one. Obviously, Beijing IT, we started that in November. Took a while for us to find that first job. We unfortunately couldn't save the club. We came to Waikato here sometime later. I guess it was 5 months really. We've had an okay start here. You know, it's not been revolutionary, but it was never going to be joining so late into the season. I've made some signings I'm pretty happy with. Our overall strength of our side is certainly improving. And I'm really looking forward to next season now. If we could end this season on a high, that would be amazing. But it is going to be a mammoth task here against Auckland City, who do have a chance. They don't take it, however. And the set-piece header from that corner going to go over. Now we have a chance to attack. Reniga into the box. Looked like it might have been a foul, but now Auckland going to try and break on us. I might drop out of centre mids a little bit deeper and look to counter just a little bit more. In fact, yeah, we're going to do that. So I'm going to drop Murphy and James back. They're going to be playing in pretty much the same roles they were playing before. And then we're just going to change up our players. I think out wide, we're going to go with something like this. I would drop Foster, but he's not a more natural kind of right mid. So we're just going to sit a little bit deeper, hopefully offer our team just a little bit more protection. And at the same time, you know, we will play quite attacking when we do have the ball, and we'll see how this works for us. We need to just get a few men, I think, a little bit further back here. Auckland's certainly going to attack. It might even be worth playing on the counter, if I'm honest, but we'll stick with this for now. We can always change things as the game kind of progresses. There is going to be a chance here one way or the other. Auckland messing around with it at the back. Unfortunately, Hicks's first touch lets him down. But you can see here, having our 2 centre mids drop deeper, it offers some protection. It allows us to mark out their centre attack in mid. And now we're on the attack. Options in the middle. James, if he goes right, there's options. Hicks cutting inside. Back to James. James to Foster. Lovemore. And that is an amazing save there by Spoonley. A good half chance there really for us. Unfortunately, however, the keeper parried it wide, and that's probably going to be all she wrote for this chance. Although we do still have the ball here. James inside to Foster, but we'll give away the ball. And now we have a set piece to defend. Ball whipped in, cleared away, half clear. It's bobbling around in the box, and somehow Auckland City didn't convert that chance. I think there were 2 clear-cut chances in that replay. We're going to switch to counter now, but we are on the attack actually. Ball attempted to be whipped in, but now you can see us cut out of position. Auckland trying to break. Probert, the 14-year-old, with a howler of a mistake, but somehow our keeper comes to the rescue. We have now had 6 clear-cut chances against us, and it's still 0-0. I mean, we are living life on the edge. Dan Probert not had the best game so far. The 14-year-old also almost made an absolutely critical mistake. Let's tell our players that we know that they're keen to avenge what happened last leg. In terms of player fitness, Colin Murphy struggling a little bit. We'll probably make a change early on here. In fact, I'm going to make it now. He's not had the best start. Unfortunately for us, we're a little bit kind of light on players. So actually what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to move, I think, Dan Probert into centre defensive mid for us because he can play there. And then we're going to have to bring on Haviland to play centre back. Although Haviland's condition is wrecked. I've had a lot of injuries this season, and they're starting to cause me problems. We don't even have fullbacks on the bench, do we? I really should have checked my bench more before this game. I didn't think we'd be needing more defenders. I was thinking we were going to need more attacking options, but as things are transpiring right now, that might be a bit of a critical mistake. Right, let's cancel the changes there. Can Scott Stevens play right back? Nope. We're going to just go through every player and see if anyone can play fullback. Haviland can play fullback if we need him to, but his condition's wrecked. He's kind of coming back from an injury. Brian Cunningham can't play fullback. Can someone like Foster play there for us? No, that was a stupid idea, Jack. Right. I guess we'll just stick with things as they are for now. If we get super desperate, then Haviland can come on, but he's been out for months with an injury. He's not even started under my reign yet. But anyway, let's focus on the game. Condition, though, might play a role here. We need to stay fit if we can, and we need to not concede on the break, and we have conceded on the break. Alvaro scoring again. I think he scored in the first leg against us. Makes it 3-1 to Auckland City, and you'd have to say for all their dominance, they're probably worth their lead at this point. We are missing a few key players like Jake Butler in our side, players who really have been rocks of the team. To not have your captain for this second leg is a pretty big miss, and, well, to concede like that, rather disappointing. Auckland taking a 1-0 lead here. 30 minutes left. I guess we might as well go more attacking now. We've kind of got to, haven't we? There isn't really much of a choice in the matter, so we will change things up as best we can, although we can only make really so many changes here. So I think we'll go for something like this. Yeah, we'll go with something like this for now. Kind of going back to what our original system was, slightly more attacking, keeping that centre mid drop deeper to hopefully help cover us from their centre attacking mid. He was getting a bit too much space when both centre mids were kind of playing, in the centre as opposed to as defensive midfielders early on. But anyway, Auckland City, they've dominated this game. This is the task ahead of us now, to try and overthrow this team, to try and succeed in Oceania on a continental scale. I mean, there is still time here, but we're going to need 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. Foster here, bring the ball forward inside to James, who's been a pretty key player for us here. Reniga whips it in. We do have a lifeline. It's 1-1. Can we make a comeback? We could probably make some changes now, particularly in the final third. I think I'm going to take off Lovemore and bring on Guiver. Murphy really struggling for fitness, but we just don't have options there. Actually, that's a lie. Hicks can play in centre mid, so we will do that. I'm going to bring on Manicum too to replace Colin Murphy, who's struggling. Get some fresh legs on. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do for now. Do I want to make any more changes? No, I don't. We're going to just make the one change. We have a lifeline in this game. It's still going to be a mammoth task here. We're going to go, obviously, and stick on very attacking. But that's a nicely worked goal with a nice little composed finish into the bottom corner. And with 10 minutes left, we have a hope, we have a dream. Probably worth me switching to overload at this point. We need to commit men forward. We need to try and craft out just one more opportunity and take it with 5 minutes left. But the odds are very, very much against us here. Time is just ticking away. Time is just slipping away. Let's make some more attacking changes. I mean, why not at this point? We've got to commit men forward. Let's get both of our fullbacks on complete wing-back attack. Just got to go for this game now. Got to throw men forward and hope that we can make something happen here in the dying embers of this game. They have got a set piece here, which we need to defend. Can we defend it? Get the ball out. We couldn't get the ball out. That is going to be the end of the dream. 2-1 Auckland City in this second leg. They won the first leg 2-1 as well. Looking like it will now just finish 4-2 on aggregate. Not the worst performance in the world by us, but I mean, across the 2 legs, our defending of set pieces has really let us down. That's something that I'm probably going to have to focus on in training over the winter break here in New Zealand. And yeah, with 2 minutes left, just time slowly ebbing away. Unfortunately, any hopes and aspirations of winning this cup have gone. We did reach our board expectation, which was to get to the final, which is nice. But unfortunately, as you can see here, committing to the very attacking system has cost us right at the death. We've conceded 2 late goals when we needed to chase the game. Not going to get too focused and too hooked up on that. Just one of those things. Nature of the beast, I guess, going very much kind of all-out attack for the last few minutes of this game, and it's cost us. However, it's not been a bad game by any means. We've shown that we can be competitive here against Auckland, but it's going to take a few new sidings and a bit of a change over the summer, I think, for us to really rival these guys. I'm going to tell the players that I'm not happy with the result. It was a little bit disappointing in the end. However, I don't think we were ever expected to win the competition. But anyway, guys, that is going to wrap up everything from me. Disappointing to lose in the final there. Would have been a great way to end our first season as a manager. But all in all, not the worst thing by any means. You can see we were given £35,000 for reaching the final, which is nice. The squad get a little bit of a payout. In terms of the competition itself, you know, I'm not too worried about it. It's not as if continental qualification was riding on that competition. We'll kind of move on with our lives and move on with this team into next season. Hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Really, this summer I'm going to be working on trying to make us a real force in New Zealand football, and I'm pretty confident we can do that. I've got some nice signings coming in who you guys will see next time. Hopefully I'll see you guys for that episode. If you've enjoyed this one, please do smash the like button. And other than that, it is me, Jack, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.